Hello, this is Marek, and I would like to show you a new component which is called MaskGetter REST wrapper. It should provide a backend for the execution of MaskGetter from the UI or from some other components via provided API. The API generally accepts JSON data. It is exposed three basically endpoints. First one for triggering MaskGetter, then to get the MaskGetter execution status, and finally, once the execution is completed, there is an endpoint to get a MaskGetter result archive. Technically, it is the Gingonic based web application which serves this tiny API. It can be it supports parameters same as the OC ADM MaskGetter command. So nearly everything which can be done in command line can be done via the API. Also, the service itself can be configured with environment variables. So, for example, default image on or a periodical cleanup of the old MaskGetter execution can be configured. Now, let me show it live. There is let me start the service. It's running. There is currently no authentication. I just ran OC login before. And what I'm going to do, so first I want to run MaskGetter with image conveyor MaskGetter, timeout 5 minutes, should be quite fast. I'm using a custom name Forklift-plan1. This is example, for example, from UI. If there is no way to remember the ID of the execution, this custom name can be used later to query the execution status. Also, this is the targeted version, so it should be pretty fast. I just passed that I want to just targeted gettering from Forklift to objects related to plan 1. So let's run it. I can see that there is a new execution with ID 22. So let's follow how the execution proceeds. On the bottom of the page, there is the current results of the command line or output from command line. It's being periodically updated, so there is some stream buffer. Yeah, now it's completed. We can see that once it's done, there is the archive size which is provided by the API. So for example, UI can show to user if it's like too large or not, because this is just less than half of megabyte, should be pretty fine. Also, once we see that it's completed, we can try to download the archive, which is probably the best way using curl here. So let's download it and see what's there. So there is MaskGetter Forklift. You can see there is some namespace with CR slots and so on. So I think that's it for the example. I would like to mention that the ongoing work is to finish authentication like in proper OpenShift airbag way, and also maybe the most visible thing for users, implement it in the Forklift UI. That's it. Thank you.